Four of Discs upright. The hard work from the three has resulted in the manifestation of the great temple, a safe container inside which safety and security are experienced. Here, the structure manifests in the form of law and order, where you have complete control over what goes on inside this temple. Just remember that while the physical realm is considerably more fixed than the more fluid-like other elements, true wealth comes from how these resources are utilized. The Four of Discs is among the most tangible and stable cards in the deck, representing not only the solidness of material reality, but the essence of stability. A patch is seen within his fortress, conserved by the might of the structure around him. It is a safe container from everything around him and embodies tremendous power. He clings to his large coins, a symbol of his wealth, but which could lead to his downfall if he clings too tight. Upright, stability. Reversed, hoarding. Tree of life, Chesed. Astral signature, Sun in Capricorn. Key words: conservation, stability, containment, protection, power, structure, control, material gain. Expanded description. The Four of Discs is a very stable card. It embodies the energy of conservation, protection, power, structure, and security. In it, we have a depiction of a patch character laying in the middle of a stable fortress that he has built up around himself. He is contained within safely and enjoys the results of his labor. This patch also holds very tightly to the four big gold coins behind him, showing that he has a level of attachment to his physical possessions. This, if left unchecked, will be his downfall. With this in mind, the number 4 always brings stability to each element, and as far as the element of earth is concerned, it creates a concrete structure that is not easily moved. The castle on this card is an example of this, such as a fortress that was built 1,000 years ago can still stand if it was made on solid ground and with the right stones. This level of security didn't come from nothing, though. It was brought to creation through hard work and purposeful attention. In this, there is a time to rejoice in your dedication that has now manifested as a great deal of wealth for you. If this is something you are striving for still, this card may indicate what is required to get there. Through hard work and an awareness of being conservative with your use of resources, you can manifest the wealth that you desire. We can also do this by setting limits and rules for ourselves and creating a semblance of order to maintain or even increase our abundance. The Four of Discs may indicate you are financially stable or secure in your physical surroundings, but brings light to the possibility that you feel the need to control your environment. This is a good time to be grateful towards the physical possessions that you do have, and remember that a truly fulfilled life means much more than just material accumulation. Enjoy your creations, but be aware of becoming too attached to them. Ultimately, we come into this world with nothing, and we will leave with nothing as well. Release the desire to control everything in your life, and you will naturally align with what you truly need. If you practice allowing the natural flow of things in your life to come and to leave when it is their time, we will create the stable balance depicted by this card. However, if not, we will experience suffering if we refuse to release our possessions in the end. Four of Discs reversed. The reverse of the Four of Discs comes in the form of being very restrictive to ourselves or to others, focusing on the accumulation that we have made for ourselves without allowing them to be shared. This is another way of saying hoarding. By being selfish or isolating ourselves, we end up pushing everyone away from us. This often can come from the fear of others taking advantage of us, but when pushed too far, we only risk losing everything as a result of the loss of the mental, spiritual, and emotional support from those around us. This card has a strong association with materialism too. If we depend on having things in order to feel good about ourselves, then our attachments will cause us suffering the moment we begin to lose them, and we will have to learn some very hard lessons that could have been avoided altogether simply by letting go. To turn this reversed card upright, we must remember that generosity and kindness are truly the spirit of what makes the world go round. By opening our hearts, being generous, and sharing with others, we find a space of compassion inside, and people will in turn begin to feel compassionate towards us. It's important to be mindful that many people will try to take advantage if they feel as though they will receive a never-ending stream of gifts from you, and this may even be why you developed the mentality of accumulation and feeling the need to hold on in the first place. However, setting healthy boundaries and limitations is the nature of this card, and by doing so, you can resolve this crisis by giving of yourself, just not to the point that you give everything away and are left with nothing. A healthy balance is important here. If you have excess, don't be afraid of sharing the wealth with others, especially if it is in alignment with bringing warmth to someone's heart. Remember, sometimes what someone really needs most is not money, but love.